Alright guys, I think that we as free-to-play players, we are done for good in Honkai Star Rail, because are we going to summon for Imbibitor Lunae, or are we going to summon for Xuan, or are we going to summon for Jingliu, or are we going to summon for Topaz and Numbi? This is actually the hardest choice I have ever had to do in my entire life. Like seriously, we have to at least skip two of them unless we get extremely lucky with our summons. That is something else, but normally in general sense we will have to skip at least two of them in order to be able to get the other two, which is extremely crazy. Like all four of them are extremely cool, and all four of them are actually going to be useful for your team. So I really don't know what to do anymore. I literally don't know what to do anymore, especially with the fact that all four of them are actually characters that I really want to have, but unfortunately I won't be able to have, because unless I do one multi on Imbibitor Lunae and I get him, and I do one multi on Xuan and I get her, I have to skip some of them, and that is going to be very bad. But anyways, let me know your opinion about it in the comments section below. Are you going to summon for Xuan, Imbibitor Lunae, Jingliu, or Topaz and Nombi? Which one are you going to summon for, and which one are you going to skip? And before we start talking about Topaz and Nombi, don't forget to subscribe my channel if you haven't already, to stay notified with everything new about Honkai Star Rail. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button and share the video with your friends. And without any further ado, let us get started. So as you can see, this one is called Topaz and Nombi, and Nombi is actually a torture, as you can see here, which is pretty interesting because are we going to get the very first tag character, I guess, of a character and a torture, which both of them are in the gameplay? Because as you know, Clara is Clara, she isn't Clara and Svarog, so it should have actually Numbi in some shape or form in her animations, because even Svarog is in Clara's animations, even though the character itself isn't actually called Svarog and Clara, or Clara and Svarog. She still has actually Svarog in her gameplay. So are we going to get a character that has both Topaz and Numbi as a character, not only in the animations? That would be absolutely phenomenal. Imagine having Topaz standing there, and then beside her we have Numbi. That is going to be so cool. So I can't wait to see if that is going to be the case or not. But she also looks actually very similar to a character from Honkai Impact 3rd, and that character is Fuhua Phoenix. I am going to put actually a picture for her in case you didn't play Honkai Impact 3rd, so that you can see the similarities. She looks very similar to her. I don't know if she is going to be actually the Fuhua XP, but I think that if she was, she would have been called actually Fuhua, not Topaz. But let me know your opinion about it in the comments section below. Now, as you can see, she has a pretty interesting combination here of types. She is a fire hunt character, which is pretty crazy. Just being from the hunt type means that she is going to be dealing a lot of damage on a single target. And then we have the fire, which is pretty interesting because I don't think that we have any hunt fire character right now, right? If I am mistaken, let me know about it in the comments section below, but I don't think that we have any fire hunt character. So she is going to be the first ever character that has these two types together, which is going to be another plus for her. So in case you don't have a good fire damage dealer, which I actually don't have, this is going to be a very good character for you, because she is from the hunt, so she is going to deal a lot of damage, and she is actually a fire type damage dealer. Now, when it comes to Imbibitor Lunae, he is going to be Destruction and Imaginary, which is a pretty interesting choice again. Destruction is about destroying, and Imaginary is about building. So he has actually a confused character here. Does he want to destroy or does he want to build? But whatever, he is going to be destruction and imaginary, which is a very good actually good choice as well, because of the fact that we don't have many imaginary characters right now, especially 5-star characters. I think that the only 5-star character that we have that has imaginary type is Welt. Which is hard to get as well, because he wasn't actually a limited character, he was just on the regular banner, and characters on the regular banner are very hard to get unless you hit the pity, which I believe free-to-play characters are long away from hitting it. So I think that him having actually imaginary type is a big plus for him as well. Now, when we go to Xuan, she is preservation and quantum, which is a pretty interesting choice again. I really don't know. It's really an interesting choice again. I don't like preservation type characters because I really don't like tanks. And she is a quantum type, and I already have both Silver Wolf and basically a seele, so I really don't know if I want to summon for her. I like her as a design and I like her as a character, but my account doesn't need actually a preservation quantum type character, but we will see depending on her abilities and how good she is going to be. And no, I don't like to look at her abilities when it comes to leaks. Leave that until the official release, because anything in the leaks could actually change, so I don't want to judge her from what we have from the leaks. We will wait until the official information comes and then we will judge her depending on that. But most likely I am going to skip her, because I have to skip, as I said before, at least 2 characters of these 4 in order to be able to get the other 2. And I think that in terms of account I really don't need Xuan, because I already have 2 broken quantum type characters. Then we go to Jingliu, who has destruction and ice. And as I said in my previous video when I talked about Jingliu, I think that an ice character is actually not going to deal that much damage, which is a big disappointment, and it is going actually to be a big minus to her. However, she as a design, she is extremely awesome and she looks so gorgeous, and I really want to get her. I just want to get her. I can't actually just skip her, so I am going to summon for her. However, I am going to do at most 2 multis maybe for Imbibitor Lunae. If I get him, I get him. If I don't get him, then that is going to build the pity for Jingliu, which is good again. So if I get him, that's perfect. If I don't get him, it's not the end of the world. I am going to build the pity for Jingliu. So I am going to do actually 2 multis for Imbibitor Lunae, and then I am going to skip Xuan. And after that I am going to summon for Jingliu, and then what is left I am going to actually summon with for Topaz and Nombi, because they look a really cool character and I really can't wait for them. Anyways, until then, until we reach actually Jingliu and Topaz and Nombi, we are going to get information about the characters for version 1.5, and who knows? Who knows? They might make us actually want to skip even Topaz and Nombi and Jingliu. Who knows? Everything is possible, because at the point where we got the information about Imbibitor Lunae and Xuan, I was like, I am going to summon for them 100%. And now I am not so sure. I am not so sure about it. So the same could happen actually for Jingliu and for Topaz and Nombi. And by the way, Jingliu has been out for like 1 day and she already got 2.3 million views. Imbibitor Lunae has been out for like a month and a half and he got 6.2 million. Xuan was out for the same amount as Imbibitor Lunae and she got only 2 million. Oh my god, Jingliu has actually cleared Xuan. which is understandable. It's totally understandable. After all, this is Jingliu. She might be actually the most gorgeous character in the game right now. From what we have, the characters that we have right now, she might be actually the most gorgeous one between them. So it's understandable that she cleared her so easily. And she is most likely going to clear Imbibitor Lunae as well, but it seems that it's not going to be as easily because this boy got 6.2 million views. So that's a lot. We will see how Topaz and Nombi is going to do as well. Anyways, this is pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about in this video. Let me know your opinion about it in the comments section below. And I hope that you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that they can enjoy it too. And if you got any useful information from this video or if you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe my channel and turn on the notification bell beside it to stay notified with everything new about Honkai Star Rail. And with that being said, see you as always in the next video of Honkai Star Rail.